this older boy, he must have been like in grade 5, I guess, took me home every day because he obviously lived near my family. And one day he came to get me, and he was carrying this. I just remember it as a big hardcover book, like big. I mean, I was little, so this book looked like big. It was probably only this big, but it looked like this, right? And he's carrying it under his arm, and he comes to get me, and all I can see is that big book, because I come up to here on him, and I'm always, he never talked to me, and I always wanted to impress him. I don't know why, and he asked me a question on the way home, and he looks down, he says, in Hebrew, whatever, in Hebrew, but in translation.
Say it in Hebrew?
I don't know if I can anymore, because I only can speak like a 7-year-old, because I lost the language, but I don't, I can't remember. I'm going to say it really warped, so it's gonna really embarrass me. Okay. I can't remember. But he said, "How big is Israel?" To myself, oh my God, he's asking me an adult question, a really, really hard question. No one's ever asked me this question before, and I've never even thought about that. How big is Israel? And I decided to take, I wanted to take it very seriously and give him the best answer I could. So I just remember dropping his hand and standing on the street and looking as hard as I could everywhere and at everything. I looked way up as far as I could, and I looked down, and I looked around, and I did this 360. I turned around, I took in as much sight as I could possibly consciously do. And then I felt very satisfied that I'd seen everything. And I looked to him and I said, "It's everywhere. It's this big as you can see." And I thought I was brilliant. I thought I was like, "Dorit, you did good, because you really worked hard at this, and you really did everything you could to figure it out." And he looked at me and he goes, "Wrong." And I was devastated. And he takes out that big book and he opens it up at a map of the world, and there's Israel. I remember he takes his little finger from here to here, this little space, and he puts it down on the map, and it's too big to fit in Israel. And then he picks it up again, he goes, "It's smaller than this." How is that possible? I can see so far. Anyway, that kind of, that was my first connection with representation. That representation is not reality. That it is, that it's another reality. It is not reality, it's another reality, so never mind semiotics. When I get to Cal Arts in 75, I already got my lesson at age 5, right? I just learned the word, oh, it's semiotics, it's this, it's the system of signs.